Chopping it up with G and Z. Chopping it up. 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 Chopping it up with G and Z.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Chopping It Up with G and Z. I'm G. It's my man. Z, what's going on with you, brother?
Bro, man, shoot, chilling. Been a few weeks, life is in the way. Everybody had a little bit of stuff going on. So glad to kind of, what I'm saying, get back into it.
Oh man, tell me about it, man. Life has been crazy here lately. Bro, I finally got my second COVID shot, so I'm officially vaccinated completely. And when I say, man, that second shot, you said you didn't have any problems with the second shot, right?
Bro, I told people, man, I took the first shot and I came home and was like, I gotta go to sleep. And then I took the second shot and I came home and was like, I gotta go to sleep. And I took like a 2 or 3 hour nap and I was good. That was it.
Okay, well, you one of the lucky ones then, brother, because I took the second shot. All right, came home, same thing as the first shot, man. You know how you feel a little pain in your arm or whatever the case is, nothing crazy. I too felt a little sleepy. Woke up the next day, decided, all right, I'm gonna make it to work. Went to work, and bro, when I say halfway through the day, I couldn't make it, man. I came home, bro. I had like 102-degree temperature. It was terrible, man. It took me about a good four days. It literally had me about 3 or 4 days, man, out. So,
bro,
but
anyway,
man.
I text you when I text you after. I was like, bro, you good? And like, you didn't text me back. And I was like, all right. So I was like, you know what I'm saying? I know he might be working or so and so. Then it got late and I was like, baby, can you text Talia and just make sure Gerald is breathing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. It was bad, bro. It was bad. But hey, man, glad we did our part, man. So we are officially vaccinated on this end over here.
Yes, sir. We are too.
All right, man. Let's get into some NBA, man, because let's get into some sports chop actually. The NBA right now, of course, we got the playoffs right around the corner. I think we got like 6 or 7 games left. Not even that.
Yep, like the end of next week is the end of the season.
Yeah, and then we get to the play-in games first. Which let me give you man, give me your thoughts about the play-in. I don't know if we talked about it or not, but what are your thoughts about the whole play-in situation, man? Do you like it? Do you think it's a good idea? Because I know LeBron came out and was like, whoever made this up needs to be fired. But
I honestly think, like, last year, I thought it was a great idea because just, you know what I'm saying, you taking that big time off and then coming back and trying to get in the bubble and trying to figure it out. So I thought it was a good thing last year. I honestly still think it's a good thing. I just hate that it's 7 through 10. I would like to see it be like, you know what I'm saying, like 8 or 9. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, like, so 7 and 8 play, and whoever win out of that has to play the winner out of 9 to 10. You know what I'm saying? So it's like 3 extra games. Ain't it like that?
No.
I'm tripping.
Man, I got to get this right too, because I think it's 7 plays 9. Or
it would make sense if it was 7 played 10 and then 8 played 9 and the winners of both games played each other.
No, it's like the loser out of 8. It's like the loser out of 9 and 10, I think, plays, or the loser out of 7 and 9 plays the winner out of 8 and 10 or something like that. It's, man, once it happens, I'm gonna have to look it back up because it's kind of weird. But once we get to it, they'll be like, oh, whoever wins this game is going on. Whoever loses this game, you still have 1 shot left.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of cool with, because it provides that, you know what I'm saying, that one and done that we like from college.
Yeah, I agree. And I think this year it'll be good too, just because like Washington struggled all year long. And then like right now they're super hot. And that gives them an opportunity, you know what I'm saying, like for them to have something to still play for. You remember how we used to get at the end of the season and the teams knew they were out and they'd just be like, yeah. So
yeah.
So I'm not mad at it.
But I mean, let's be honest though, man. Nobody who plays in the play-in tournament will probably end up making it to the finals. I don't think, unless there's some kind of crazy.
If the Lakers get in, right? If the Lakers end up have to play in the tournament and they get in, and LeBron and AD is healthy, that's different. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think you'll ever have a thing where like this, because like I feel if this was a full season, like the Lakers wouldn't be where they are right now. I think this is wear and tear from you stopping playing basketball in October and you starting again in December.
Yeah, and then compacting the games the way they have this year.
Yeah. And these back-to-backs, like I feel like the last 2 weeks is everybody's been doing back-to-backs.
Yeah, which I mean, you know what I'm saying? I love the fact that, every day we come home, every day I come home from work, I'm like, there's a game on. It's actually
they've been good
game that has meaning now. You know what I'm saying? So that's been cool, but I understand it from the player's perspective. Like, dude, we can't keep playing these back-to-back. And that's why people are just resting up. And I feel like if you talk to players, and players have brought it up too, like, you know what I'm saying? This season has not been cool. You know what I mean?
It ain't. And the amount of injuries this year has been like mind-boggling.
Man, super mind-boggling. It's ridiculous. And that it's causing problems with the playoff, with the product, man. Like, bro, I mean, people want to see the best teams. Like, remember when Toronto won the championship in Golden State?
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? You had Clay go down, you had KD go down, and you I mean, yeah, they won, but really,
they weren't a better team. And I think the thing too is like that I really think of is like, especially that year, if KD or Clay, not both,
or Clay,
just
they
either
would have
one, I think it would have been a different outcome.
Yeah. So anyway, man, so the playoff preview. Let's kind of start off in the West, man. And so of course our Lakers are playing tonight. They are limping. When I say limping into this playoff, they will probably end the way they're playing right now, and how LeBron is probably going to be trying to make his way back healthy. I see them going to the actual playing game, unless something weird happens and they just decide to win the next, I think 6. But they have a terrible schedule, man. Their schedule is just hard right now.
It's super rough. And I think where the crazy part is too is like, I think Luka is struggling right now, but I think everybody around him is looking amazing. And Anthony Davis is not coming back tonight. They've already announced that he's not coming back tonight. Like, I feel like he falls like Dwayne Wade. Like, bro, why are you always falling? Get yourself together.
I mean, I hate it, man, because LeBron really did say, hey, I want AD to take over the reins as the Lakers superstar.
Yeah.
And I don't think we can get a full 2-3 seasons with AD playing high peak AD without an injury / it's almost like an Embiid sort of. You know what I'm saying? But probably even more prone to injury than Embiid.
Which says a lot, because Embiid is prone to injury.
Yeah. And so you just like, I don't see AD, because I just said this in the text, man, but even pre-injury this year, because this year was supposed to be his breakout MVP. They won the championship. They coming back. You know what I'm saying? LeBron is 1 year, 18 year in. You want him to take some time off, and you want AD to take up all the slack. You don't want LeBron playing,
leading y'all in minutes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
36 minutes, 35 minutes. And I mean, I want AD, my young superstar, to take the reins and do his thing. Pre-injury and post-injury, he has not had a good year at all, man. So
I agree.
I'm not feeling good about the Lake Show this year, man, as far as repeating back to back. We already know it's hard to repeat, but so
bro, I know it's totally off subject, man, but I feel like I wish we would have kept I feel like we would have kept Brandon Ingram or Lonzo Ball instead of Kuzma, man. Like, I don't know if Kuzma's ever gonna get it, man. I just like he's too streaky, man, and he doesn't bring anything else to the table. And I think like when I think about Brandon Ingram, he has like a steady offensive game. He inside, he's outside, he posts. You know what I'm saying? And then when I think of Alonzo, or when I think Alonzo, I think,
Ball.
man, like, you know what I'm saying? His 3-point shot might be off sometimes, but he's always gonna create and he's gonna bring that defense on the other side of the ball. And what does Kuzma really do, man, other than shoot terrible shots?
Like I said, man, Kuzma is like you said it right, streaky. I mean, you'll watch him one game and you'll be like, that's what we need. Yep. And then like the next 2 minutes, you're like, what
is that?
What are you doing? What was
that? Yes.
Yeah. And defense, man, it almost seems like a liability. I mean, it's decent at times, but yeah. So man. If we would have just kept that team together, I felt like that team was clicking. I felt like that team, not only was it clicking, but that team had a camaraderie among them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They actually liked each other. And that's hard to come by nowadays.
Bro, I'm not mad at Drummond, man. I think Drummond needs some time to get acclimated, man, but I'm not mad at Drummond. Gasol, man, I could see the rationale behind it, but not to pay him more than you would pay Dwight Howard. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then the thing too is
makes
like,
no sense.
Bro, like especially in this game right now, like Boogie is bringing the ball up court, shooting threes, stealing the ball, dunking, and I'm like, so we passed on him to keep Paul Gasol, right?
You should have picked up Boogie.
Yeah, we could have picked up.
You should have picked up Boogie,
and Drummond and would have been fine.
Houston, yeah, Houston was just giving players away. So shoot, we'll take them. Come on,
yeah,
man. So also in the West, man, we got the Clippers who were playing tonight, down by what is it, 30?
We're down by 21.
20. We're down by 20.
Yeah.
So, man, what you think about the Clip show, man? You think the curse of the Clippers is gonna stay intact?
I don't believe in the Clippers. You know, I told you that earlier. I think Rondo make them look better, and Paul George was on fire in the first half tonight. You know what I'm saying? He was making everything.
Can we talk about PG? I mean, like, do you feel like it's been 6 years for Paul George, man? 6 early playoff exits. In like 4 or 5 of those years, there was no playoff P. Like elimination games, he's going 5 for 25. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
4 for 17, and you just like, oof.
Yeah.
I have no trust in playoff P, whatever the case is. So until I see it, then I'm cool with it. But
bro, I
will say that they got a squad though.
No, they got a good squad. I'm not mad at their squad at all. But I think, you know, in playoff basketball, things slow down a little bit. Playoff basketball, I'm concerned about the Nuggets. I'm not sure they're going to be able to last in playoff basketball. I think the way that the West is, I think Phoenix is going to be good regardless. They're going to be good regardless, just because the way that they're playing and the way that Chris Paul has got them playing. But I worry about the Clippers to see how Paul George is actually going to do in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. I worry about the Denver Nuggets being out without Jamal Murray, because he's a like I can go and get my buckets right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the way they've been playing, man, even though they lost to us without Bron and without AD, I mean, that was weird. But they were on a roll. They won like 9-1 ever since the Murray went down. But
because Michael Porter Jr. been hooping, man. But
yeah, that was the big thing.
I'm not trusting them in the playoffs. If Donovan Mitchell doesn't come back like soon, I'm not really trusting Utah either, because like, I mean, I understand that they shoot threes and they have a lot of people that can shoot threes, but when them games slow down, man, you don't get them open shots like you used to, and you don't need somebody to create, and they don't have that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, man. So in the playoffs, of course, you can still play the team ball and get some of those shots. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, when you need a bucket, it's, you know what I'm saying, 3.5 minutes left. You up by 6 or up by 4, You know what I'm saying? You're trying to halt off a team from making a run. You need a big bucket. The game will slow down. I need somebody who can give me a shot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Off the dribble.
And that's what I'm struggling with Denver. That's what I'm struggling with Utah. I struggle with team chemistry with the Clippers. So I think with that being said, man, I think Dallas is streaky. Luka proved that he can manhandle Kawhi and Paul George like he did last year. So if they end up in the first round, like, I don't know, man. It's just a lot out there right now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this, man. To me, I feel like the West is wide open.
It's wide open. Yep.
You can literally make a case for the Clippers, Denver, Utah, Phoenix, the Lakers, if we get healthy, even though it's not looking good right now. I mean, you can make a case for every one of those teams. Like, okay, I can see it happening. I mean, let Joker start going off, and Michael Porter Jr. is still playing the same, you know what I'm saying, level he was. Let you know what I'm saying, Utah start. I mean, keep hitting 50% of their 3-point shots, and they shooting like 27 of them a game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could happen. So,
bro, I honestly think
it's crazy
in the West. Teams 1 through 7.
Yeah,
1 through 7, because I believe Dallas can figure it out, and if Porzingis comes back and it's just decent, and that gives them an extra option, and Tim Hardaway continues to play like that, and then the role players are playing like they was playing tonight. I don't know if you've seen them against the Nets tonight, but bro, everybody was contributing. So so I think they have enough.
Yeah,
they'd have to click, but the way the West is right now too, like they might get. You never know what's gonna happen.
Whoever gets hot.
Yeah. So I think 1 through 7 in the West, man.
Whoever gets hot. Yeah. So speaking of that Dallas Nets game, man, let's go out to the East real quick. And there's only 3 teams out East that are gonna have a shot to make it.
Agreed.
Of course, the Nets, the 76ers, and the Bucks.
Correct.
Do you have any sleeper teams you think can actually even make it to the conference champs?
No, honestly, no.
Yeah.
Man, as excited as I am to always watch Charlotte, I like to see them play. They actually, like we talked about the Lakers team last year, if you see them play, they look like they like each other. Like everybody likes each other.
Yeah.
But
and now I think young boy Ball is back.
Yeah, and I think Atlanta feels that way to me too. Like I feel like they're clicking and everybody is enjoying each other. But I don't give them a chance to go and upset the Bucks or the Nets or the 76ers. And then the crazy thing is too, I think the Bucks beat the Nets. The 76ers
beat the Bucks.
The Bucks. You know what I'm saying? But the Nets beat the 76ers. So it's like a weird toss-up. So but I think those, but I also think too, like those back games with Milwaukee, I think Milwaukee realized how they can beat the Nets. And I think if Philadelphia was paying attention, they can do the same thing. They were killing them inside. And that's what happened tonight with Dallas. Dallas was not shooting perimeter shots. They were going right to the hole every time.
Yeah. Man, the one thing I'm going to say about, and I talked to you about this already, the Nets, man, I feel like if Harden is not there, because he's still messing with the hamstring. If Harden is not playing, they are beatable.
Agreed.
When Harden is playing, because I feel like the heart and soul of that team is Harden. I mean,
I agree too. He make everything.
He would have got my MVP vote this year.
Agreed.
Yeah, because he can allow. When you watched them tonight, did you watch the rest of the game tonight?
Well, I watched like the second half.
Well, I mean, it came down to the wire pretty much.
I mean, kind of.
A couple of good threes, and they never couple of good threes, and they would have tied it.
Yeah, but they could never get no stop on defense, and that's where the problem lied. They kept on they could keep scoring, but you were down 6, and y'all keep on scoring. They keep scoring. Y'all keep scoring, so they never could get a stop.
But even that though, like when Harden is at the helm and he's handling the rock, and he's their main ball handler, and he's their main playmaker, he gets guys shots. When I watched that game, who took the last 8 shots?
It was Kyrie.
Straight.
It was like Kyrie
and KD. There was no ball movement,
bro. And I seen Joe Harris open like 4 times.
Yeah, Kyrie come down. He he's blazing doing his Kyrie thing. KD came down. He's like, give me the ball right here. I'm trying to get this shot off. And it just didn't seem like they had. Granted, I mean, that'll work in the playoffs for a couple of games, but to really get ahead, like I just feel like, man, yeah, Harden is definitely the heart and soul of that team. And if they get him back, I think that levels them all the way up. But without Harden on the Nets, I see them as beatable.
Yeah.
So man, that's my take on the East, man. You got anything you want to add on that?
Man, I think you know what? I know we need to discuss it, man, but I think in the beginning of the year we talked about it. I think we talked about Stan Van Gundy getting a job at New Orleans and the deep dude voice getting the gravel voice at New York.
Thibodeau.
Tibbs,
baby.
And remember we talked at the beginning of the season. I said Thibodeau is gonna have them playing great this year, and they're gonna do great this year. Remember I told you that at the beginning of the season.
The New York Knickerbockers.
Because I said they always do good for like the first year and a half upon the Tibbs before things fall out of line. So they have been playing just, what I'm saying? They've been playing better than I thought they would. I thought they would be good. I didn't think they would be this good. But so I definitely wanted to say something about what they're doing right now. But I also wanted to say too, like on that same token, bro, Stan Van Gundy is doing what we thought he was going to do. That team is tuning him out.
All that talent,
bro,
in New Orleans.
Bro. And Lonzo had 33, and he had 33 and 15 assists and like 8 rebounds the other night. And Zion had like 37 and 18. And I'm like, bro, that's too much talent. Y'all got too much talent on that team for y'all to be where y'all are. But that's
their defense, man. When you watch them play, like they're not switching off. I don't know if it's because they're young and they're still trying to get used to the effort they have to play on defense.
No, Stan Van Gundy ain't coming over here and being like, hey, look, man, when this happens, when he pushes down, I need you to jump out. I need you to so-and-so, blah, blah, blah. He's not talking to him like that. Stan Van Gundy is doing Stan Van Gundy. He's yelling, what are you doing? What are you thinking? Blah, blah, blah. I told you Stan Van Gundy cannot connect with young players, and that's what's going on. And defense is supposed to be his thing. So the thing is, if they're struggling on defense and that's what you good at, and y'all ain't connecting, what do you think is happening there?
Yeah. On top of that too, man, I've said this before. When I watch their games, I'm like, I'm not waiting for it to come down to like the last, couple of plays. In the fourth quarter, here's what I need. I need the ball at the top of the key with Zion. Because what I've noticed with Zion, when he has the ball in his hands at the top of the key, or even past 3-point line, if he is getting ahead of steam, momentum, he's either going to run you over and score, get to the free throw line, or he's going to make a play, make an actual assist to get one of his teammates open, because they're going to crash in on him. They'd be like 4 deep trying to crash in on him. So that's my go-to play. But for some reason, when I watch them play, man, it's like, here, give the ball up at the top to Ingram and let Ingram just do whatever he's going to do. I'm like, no, that's great. Ingram's a great player. Don't get me wrong, but the bread and butter of that team is Zion. He's unstoppable. Somebody shooting 65%. Come on, I want him handling the ball right here. So anyway, that's my thing on there, man. As far as the Knicks go, dude, I got to give credit up to your boy. I wish we would have kept him, but I'm glad Tibbs is getting the most out of him. Julius Randle. Yeah,
I think that's who he was in college. That's what everybody thought he was going to be in the league, and he's finally doing that.
Yeah, I feel like he's getting the most out of him, man.
Yeah, because he didn't.
All right, man. So,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead. What you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, you know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of people being like, hey, I bet you the Lakers wish they kept him. It's like he wasn't like that with the Lakers, and he wasn't like that with New Orleans. So why don't nobody be like, I wish New Orleans kept him? Because he wasn't that person with either one of the teams. So
I think Tibbs got him. I don't know what it. Maybe it's just that I always thought his size and his skill set was dope,
and he's left-handed.
He added.
And he's left-handed.
He added a jump shot like that.
And he, I think he's finally in a situation where they're like trusted him to be the leader on the team. and he's giving them the reins to be the leader.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably the difference. Also, are we still on NBA? Because it's the conversation that I've seen a lot is the top point guards in the league, like either the top point guards right now or the top point guards ever. And so I guess that goes to another conversation, which is like, what's Russell Westbrook doing right now?
Okay, like, man, we got to put this in. Let's put this in real quick, because you know how I feel about Westbrook, and then we got to switch it over real quick. But
okay,
Westbrook is putting up some, of course, as usual, triple-double machines, right?
Bro.
He is like one triple-double away from tying Oscar Robertson, another triple-double away from passing the Big O.
Mm-hmm.
With that said, the man has all of the accolades you want to give him. One of the best athletic point guards, just explosive. I mean, any accolade you want to give him. What you can't give him is his basketball IQ to me. That's the thing that is killing Russell Westbrook to me.
Agreed.
That plus the fact that he can't shoot, is just a killer for me, because when you watch him play, again, he'll stuff the stat sheets, but when you watch him play, he cannot win ball games.
Agreed.
Russell Westbrook can have the dopest triple-double. I'm talking 30, 30, and 20.
Yep.
And they will lose the game. Why? Yep. Because Russell Westbrook will decide to come down. They're up 2 and just fling the ball all over the place.
Correct.
And the next thing you know, they're down by 5 or 6. I'm like, what happened? Russell Westbrook happened.
I think the biggest
I don't know what else to say about it.
I totally agree with you. And I agree with you so much, I'm not going to even have too much to say after this. I think the biggest thing that's going on right now for Russell Westbrook is he's not shooting as much. You know what I'm saying? It seems like he's focused on assists and rebounds and just trying to get like 12. Because if you've seen it, it was like 12, 20, and 20. Or 12, 21, and 24. Yeah. It's been like 16, so-and-so, and so-and-so. He's not shooting the three-pointers. He's not shooting his awful pull-up free throw jumper.
Pull-up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And that stab in the ground from going 90 miles an hour, free throw pull up.
Yeah. So I think that's why he's doing. And even with everything that he's doing, they're still 10th place in the East, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then my thought is just to go, and I'll give you my list right quick. I don't think Russell Westbrook is better than CP3. I don't think he's better than Dame Lillard. I don't think he's better than Steph Curry.
Steph Curry.
Yeah. So to me, would you take Russ at your point guard before you take Luka? Would you take Russ before you take Trae Young? You know what I'm saying? Like, so my thing is like,
I mean, the jury's still out on Trae Young, because I want to see him do something in the play. They're gonna be in the playoffs. So
what has Russell Westbrook done in the playoffs?
Nothing.
Thank you. So that's what I'm saying. To me, I could tell you, like, I've seen Luka show up in the playoffs. I've seen Dame Lillard show up in the playoffs. I've seen Steph Curry be the greatest shooter ever. I've seen CP3.
Okay, hold on. Because Russell did actually ball out when him and KD got up 3-1 to Golden State.
Did they lose or did they win the series?
They lost though.
Thank you.
But I'm saying before that 3-1 destruction comeback.
The thing was he tried to start shooting. He was shooting more than KD. KD had like an amazing game in the game they went up 3-1, and it seemed like Russell Westbrook was like, "Nuh-uh, you ain't gonna shoot more than I am." And I think that's when we talk about basketball IQ, where I just be like, I don't trust Russell Westbrook, man.
And that's the reason why KD bounced, I believe.
Agreed.
That's just me. So,
all right, that's all I had. I'm sorry.
Nah, you good, man. So anyway, dude, off the NBA real quick, there was a couple of fights that happened in the MMA. The biggest one, of course, is the only one I wanted to talk about, and that's your boy. How do you say his name again? Masvidal.
Yeah,
whatever.
The BMF champ. That's what he is. The baddest mother. Yeah. You know what I mean.
So, but I guess this is one of them examples of when you talk too much,
bro,
and you get put to sleep, bro. Oh my gosh. So,
bro,
I wish we had a video we could show. This 1-2 cock back right hand that puts him to
oh my
rest.
God, bro.
I was like, Lord.
When I tell you, bro, when he hit him in the face, he was asleep standing up. So like when he hit him and he went to fall, his hands was up. His eyes was closed. I was like, ooh, Jesus Lord.
What's the dude's name again? Usman. Usman. So apparently, I guess this is the baddest. What is it? Middleweight or is it middleweight or welter or light heavy or something like that?
He's not light heavy. He's like, it's got to be middleweight, I believe. He's like 170.
Okay. Well, all I know is, man, I guess this dude is the next powerful one punch killer.
No, it gotta be, because the style bender? The style bender is, I don't know, man.
He tried to move up to
he tried to move up to light heavy, I think.
Yeah,
so he has to be middleweight. Well. So he has to be middleweight. Usman might be up under whatever he is.
Oh,
okay. Whatever he is, man, he knocked the hell out of the dude, bro. And the dude, you seen the pre-fight interviews, he was like, he's the softest hitter I've been in the ring with. It's like pillows when he touch you. And I was like, bro, yeah, you say that after you win. Don't say that going into the fight, man. Especially with a dude who's all muscle. That dude is all muscle, bro. Like,
Man, I never seen people with negative body fat, but I swear this got negative body fat. Like, bro, it's crazy, man. You got to pay me some extra to get in the ring with these cats, man. They be trying to kill. Speaking of getting in the ring, your boy Floyd is about to get in the ring with one of the Paul brothers. Yeah, man, what do you think about this fight, man?
Bro, you know
money. We call it a money grab from Money Mayweather.
Man, you know, he can't turn away good money, man. And I feel like that might be his downfall, but at the same time, you know, he's super smart, man. So he gonna do it. I think at this point too, I think Floyd is only fighting white fighters because white people hate him. So he know they'll pay for the fight and he'll make more money. So that's his like strategy at this point, man. That's the same reason he fought Conor McGregor. It's the same thing.
Hey, cause let's be honest, man. How many people are going to be purchasing this fight because they just want to see a chance that Floyd Mayweather will get knocked out?
Man, I might purchase the fight because I want to see Snoop commentate again.
Hey, that's one of the reasons I want to watch it. Is Snoop going to be commentating? That's one of the reasons I want to watch it.
Yeah, he did the last fight they had like a few weeks ago.
Triller. Is it who does this one? Is it Triller? It is Triller. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And
yeah, man. Bro. Snoop is funny with it, man. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. All right, man. So I think the only other thing in our sports chop, man, was in the NFL. The big story is your boy at Green Bay,
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers,
bro,
may not be a Packer next year. Ooh. Hey, all I gotta say is this: from a business standpoint, if the Packers let that man go, they crazy. I don't care what kind of bridges they burn him. If they let that man go, they are crazy.
Bro, you heard him say I don't know if you heard him say it. I've been watching it all. I watch my sports talk, but they said the general manager was like, told him like pretty much shut up and play. Then they drafted a quarterback last year in the first round, moved up to get him. So like the thing is, like, from what I understood and from what I remember going into the season, it was like, man, Aaron Rodgers is put in this weird place and he's gonna be mad. I remember Shannon Sharp saying it, like, bro, when he gets the leverage back, he's gonna act a fool. And after he got the MVP, 48 touchdowns,
he's been acting
4 interceptions for he, like, I don't want to come back. And so from what I heard, you know what I'm saying, and you know how we hear what we hear. He was like, bro, you're gonna have to fire the general manager, or I'm not playing no more.
I think he let that leak through one of his contacts. Like, hey, it's either the general manager or me.
Schefter said it was just information he gathered. He said nobody leaked it to me. He was just like conversations I've had with different people and personnel. I knew that was the situation.
But think about that, man. If they actually do fire the general manager, like, that just goes. I think that'll be the biggest, like, player power move in the NFL in a long time,
bro.
Like, we've never really seen the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Players in the NFL make power moves and actually come out on top. But if
you've never
seen, he can get a GM fired. Whew,
you've never seen an MVP You've never seen an MVP the season he won the MVP come back and be like, I don't want to play for this team no more. Even we think about the Deshaun Watson thing. We was like, well, Deshaun Watson was a top 5 quarterback last year. He did good. The team sucked. Bro, they made it to the NFC conference game.
I mean, just the fact that he willed the team to win with that crazy play,
that terrible defense,
was like,
yeah.
So we'll see how that works, man. We'll see how that works.
Crazy.
All right, man. So on to our political chop. Oh my goodness gracious. I guess the first thing we can kind of lead into, man, is since we transitioning from the NBA and all this good stuff, LeBron James, not shy, of course, when it comes to speaking out on social justice issues. Got into a little bit of hot water with police unions. Tell me about it. What's going on with that, man?
Man, so when the day that the George Floyd trial happened, where was they? They were in Columbus, Ohio, where the black girl called the police because they were like people were trying to fight her or something like that. And when the police got to the house, the black girl was about to stab somebody. And so instead of him even intervening or anything like that, the police officer shot the girl 4 times.
Yeah,
right.
Killed her.
And so the thing was, like LeBron tweeted like, "You're next," and he showed a picture of the police officer. Yeah. Well, we all didn't know. Nobody didn't know all the details of the situation at that point. And then he you know what I'm saying, he took the tweet down or whatever he did down. But so after that, all the police unions, I'm not gonna say all the police unions, but I've seen like maybe 4 or 5 police unions, a police dude in LA be like, LeBron James needs to apologize or the NBA needs to suspend him for him doing this stuff to police officers. Man, I'm like, at what point do y'all, I mean, like, look at all these deaths we saw just last year, or the deaths that we seen this year. And even in this situation, this police officer didn't get out and try to stop nothing. He just immediately got in his car and started shooting. So say LeBron James owes you an apology. Y'all, when did you apologize for George Floyd? When did you apologize for Breonna Taylor? They still ain't did nothing for Breonna Taylor. So for them to say anything about it, it's the audacity of police unions for them to feel like even if he made a misstep, that police officer still killed that girl. You're supposed to be trained in situations like that, man. And that's the girl who called. She was the girl who called the police. If you're out to protect and serve, you should have been protecting and serving her, not killing her.
Yeah. I keep saying this, man. There's nothing going to actually happen in this country as far as these police actually brutality and police shootings until there is a reckoning on the institution of policing.
Yeah,
the institution of racism in policing. The institution of racism in the whole judicial system, period, and legislation to actually stop this madness. I just feel like none of that's going to actually happen. I am actually, of course, with the George Floyd ruling, I am hoping that we start seeing some changes legislatively, but we still have mayors and police chiefs, these local divisions, who are not going to be changing an iota of what they're doing at all. I mean, we see that the man who was killed in his car, shot in the back of the head,
with his hand on the steering wheel.
They actually only released a certain amount of footage
because
that should have been the first thing you did was release footage of what happened.
But they knew
the climate we're in right now. Yeah. Why would you not?
Because
you know
what
I'm saying. So exactly.
Bro, did you see the I know it was probably a small story, but it happened today. One of the Supreme Court justices in Colorado resigned because she was in a meeting with other Supreme Court judges of Colorado, and it was like, well, if black people say the N-word, why can't I say the N-word? And it's really a difference between when you say it with the A and you say it with the ER. A Supreme Court justice in Colorado.
Supreme Court justice.
In Colorado.
Okay, so with that being said, this leads into the next segue. All right. So Joe Biden gave his first congressional speech I think it was a couple of weeks ago.
It was
maybe
last
a week
week
and a
wasn't
half
it?
ago.
I thought it was last week.
It was last week. Yeah.
Yeah.
So of course, every time that the president gives his first congressional speech to Congress, there is always a rebuttal on the opposite aisle.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The Republicans gave a rebuttal this time around, and for the rebuttal, they chose the one black face from the Republican Senate, Mr. Tim Scott from
Uncle Tim,
of all places, South Carolina. Tim Scott from South Carolina,
where the stuff happened with the military.
Not only that, South Carolina has just always been one of the most
racist places,
racist states ever.
Confederate statues up still. Ain't South Carolina where they did the tiki torches?
Yeah, I want to say it was in South Carolina.
Nope.
Anyway, Tim Scott, the one black senator, Republican senator in the entire Senate, gives a rebuttal, and in his rebuttal has the nerve to say that America, and he made sure, because before he said it, he said, I want to be clear. America is not a racist country. Now, I'm not just going to pile on Tim Scott because Tim Scott wasn't the only person who came out and said this.
Okay.
Kamala Harris came out and said it. Joe Biden came out and agreed with it. And probably about 4 or 5 more congressmen and senators came out, and on both sides of the aisle came out and said that no, they don't feel like America is a racist country. I need to get your thoughts on this first before I go in on it, man. What do you think? Do you think this is genuine, or you feel like this is just political style points?
I feel like Joe Biden might believe that America's. I feel like Joe Biden is like a optimistic person, so I feel like he thinks it's like, it's a few bad apples and everybody's not racist. You know what I'm saying? So, and he's the president of the United States. I don't think he'd come out and be like, yeah, this is racist and we just terrible. You know what I'm saying? We're the number one country on the world, but we're racist. You know, it's a cancer eating at the country. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Which is crazy because in his speech, he actually is the first president I've heard that said white. Yes. Yeah, he said that
white supremacy is terrorism.
White supremacy is terrorism. I'm like, go ahead, Joe. The first person I heard say that.
I don't believe in just in him saying that after he said white supremacy was terrorism. To me, let you know, like, he understands that there's a lot of racist stuff going on right here. But I think in his heart of hearts, Joe Biden is like an optimist, and he believes that it probably ain't.
Yeah.
Now, Kamala Harris, I love her to death. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a ride with her just like we rode with Obama. But at the same time, I'm call her out just like I call Obama out. And I think she didn't, and I still don't think she could have came out and said it's racist. You know what I'm saying? As the vice president of the country, she can't come out and be like, this is a racist place. But she could have had a stronger statement about, like, I don't believe America's racist, but we have some habits. We have some concerns. There's some opportunities. There was a stronger way for her to say what she said. So
I think, I believe that. See, this is where they should have taken a page from Barack Obama, because I can see Obama coming out and being like, so I just want to say that there are those of us who have been through racist issues. There are institutions that are racist in this country. We must understand that. You know what I'm saying? Without saying that America is not racist, he could have said something like, the people of America are hopeful. The people of America are not.
Some of the institutions, some of the institutions, and some of the people holding on to old habits. Because, you know what I'm saying, when you see, bro, there's no way we should have Confederate flags. I know I feel like I talk about it every time we talk about racism, man, but there's no way that you should be able to go into a store and buy anything with a Confederate flag on it.
Yeah, it should be banned completely.
Yeah, just like I can't go into Walmart and buy a swastika, and I hate that I have to keep on making that correlation. But like the thing is, like, I can't go and buy a swastika if I wanted to. Why should I be able to go and buy a Confederate flag? It means the same thing.
I think we have to keep making that correlation for people to understand how bigoted that flag and how much pain that flag carries with it. Like, you just can't flaunt that flag and think it's cool. Agreed. No, it's not cool. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Unless I don't know. Unless you just can't do it. Yeah. So I don't know, man. It's crazy. It is absolutely insane that people would even think that that's okay. in this time and that. But all right, man. So also one of the things that Biden is doing right now is he is traveling around the country promoting his new $6 trillion plan for America.
Does it come with a stimulus?
Which includes his family's plan and his infrastructure bill.
It would come with another stimulus. That's what I need. No, I don't want it. I don't want it if it ain't a stimulus. I need a stimulus, baby.
Give me that stimmy, baby.
I'm telling you.
Bro, but dang, man. Actually, you know what? I'm almost to the point I'm just like, man, we've been doing the same thing over and over again. I'm cool with trying something different. We've tried,
bro.
You know what I'm saying? How many times have they cut rich people's taxes?
Every Republican since Ronald Reagan.
Exactly. And how many times have they actually signed? And those have been like I think the last cut was what, $2 trillion for rich folks to get richer. So I'm cool with spending this money for poor folks to try to get a little piece. Yeah. Man, hey, help your boys out. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. Keep that same energy you have for rich folks for poor folks. How about that?
Yes, agreed. I feel like the only time that I feel like in my life that I felt like either my parents when Bill Clinton was in office, or I seen what happened with my parents and me when Obama was in office. That was the only time I felt like money was actually like, oh, it ain't really tight. You know what I'm saying? It ain't great, but it ain't tight. But like I feel like every Republican that did the same thing, and every time a Republican does what they do, it's like, man, we right back to struggling. Like as a country, like as the middle class, like everything.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. The other thing in our political chop was your boy Trump is back in the news. I guess today Facebook officially called it, no, you cannot come back.
Nope.
You cannot come back. So bro, any thoughts on that, man? They officially told Trump no more Facebook for you.
Man, you know, the crazy thing to me, or the weird thing to me, is like, I feel like Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest, because he's banned on Pinterest too. Like all these social media sites have been more strict or more, they've did more about consequences about like the language that he used that caused January the 6th than like Congress has actually been, than law enforcement has been. So it's like they've held him more accountable than anybody else has, which is terrible, man.
Which is crazy to me.
Yeah, and the way that these Republicans keep on talking about January the 6th, like it was just like, they did this little thing. Bro, they was coming to kill y'all, man. They was coming to kill y'all.
Yeah. I still don't understand how they actually are cool with it. Just like, it really wasn't that bad. Just a few bad apples.
Bro, they were coming with zip ties and weapons. They were coming to kill y'all and take y'all hostage.
And this was your people. Come on now. This is your people. Get your people under control. Yeah, man. What's crazy to me is that I just hate the fact that they be using this as one of those where they're trying to silence, you know what I'm saying? Cancel culture. They're trying to cancel us and we can't speak out. Man, bro, go to Fox News. I'm sure they'll love to have you on. You know what I mean? That's a national news network. I'm sure they'll love to have you.
Gonna tell y'all not to get vaccinated. And then the what did he say? Go and fight people who were wearing masks and who got vaccinated? Bro, how many times do y'all keep using this kind of language and people not really be like, bro, what are y'all doing? Y'all, this is inciting. This is not an opinion. Opinion is, I think Joe Biden's tie doesn't look nice. You know what I'm saying? Me telling you to go and fight all the people you see in mask, bro, that's not regular. That's not news anymore. This is cultish, but behavior that's being like made regular now. This is not normal politics anymore, man.
Yeah, it's the fact that it's coming on a national, I guess, news network. But you know how I feel about Fox News, man. So yeah. But my thing too, man, is like, bro, I just wish that the debate wasn't so low. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think there is so much more room for these news media outlets to not just try to entertain people, but to educate people. You know what I mean? Like, man, educate people on what the differences is with these policies.
Nobody's doing that.
What policies are even passing. Like, when was the last time you heard them say, hey, in the House today, this passed?
and this is the pros and cons of this bill, or this, like, you remember the thing I gave you, the site I told you, I think it's called Causes. The thing is, like, it'll ask you, and let's say, are you a Republican or are you a Democrat? And then it'll give you the point of view. Well, this is what Democrats are saying about the bill. This is what Republicans are saying about the bill. Then they'll ask you, like, hey, what is the biggest thing? You look at that point and it'll give you the breakdown. This is exactly what it is in the bill. Nobody is looking at bills like that no more. What we're doing is we're just being like, I'm a Democrat, so I ain't rolling with Republicans, and F them, and vice versa. But I think the difference is Democrats are like, hey, I still believe in this government, and we can make change if we come out and vote and we do everything we're supposed to do. It'll work to like it's supposed to work. Whereas Republicans is almost pretty much drawing the line, like, bro, go out there and beat on folks.
Trump or bust.
Yeah, go and beat on folks, change these voting laws in all these states. Bro, you see all these governors, bro, the dude in
they just signed another one
in Florida.
No, they just signed another.
They did one in Florida yesterday, but the dude in Oklahoma, Stitt, he done signed a bill where if people are protesting, you can drive through them and you won't get a charge. Are you serious?
Ridiculous.
Are you serious?
Ridiculous.
Bro, I'm on my soapbox, man. I'm a step down and I'm a breathe. Bro, it's just so crazy to me that this is logical thinking right now, man.
This is where we're at. You know what? I think that's the problem, man. Is we gotta get to a point where I think this is one of the biggest issues to me is there are certain things that shouldn't be about politics. So people say don't bring your politics into discussion. Yeah. To me, race is not politics. Now they try to make it politics with identity.
They're making it now. Yes.
But no, that's just basic humanity, bro. Don't be a racist. That's basic humanity. It has nothing to do with right or left,
bro. How hard is that?
If you try to bogart the argument and say, there is no racism anymore, or we're not living in slavery time, so why does it matter? Okay, well, listen to what we're trying to say. There is still racist issues out here right now that are institutional. And if you can't look at the numbers and come to that agreement, I don't know what else we can say. This is not a political thing. There's a reason why we have a higher incarceration rate. There's a reason why it is harder for a black man to get a job than a white man. Yeah. There's a reason why we get paid less than our white counterparts. Bro, there's a reason why we go to jail with a higher rate. I mean, all this stuff. There's a reason why we don't get loans.
We get killed by the police more than anybody else does.
Like, bro, I mean, I don't know what else to say. So anyway, that shouldn't be political. It should just be basic humanity.
Bro, man, the crazy thing is too, like one of my employees today, man. And the crazy thing is, like, at my job, man, I think I have, what I'm saying? I don't think I have an amazing job, but I think I have a good job. I think my position is the position I'm in now. That's a whole nother thing, because I think I'm in a wonderful position. You know what I'm saying? But even with that being said, man, like I try to hold on to my black agents, just because, like, even in my company where we've taken like steps to be like, hey, we want to talk about racial biases, or like racial biases that you might not understand that you have, and we want to talk about this thing and we want to talk about that thing. So they've talked about race more than they have for all years I've been working there. But at the same time, man, I tell my supervisor, like, man, here's an excellent resource on how to talk to your black employees about what's going on right now, and everybody be like, yeah, cool. Like, bro, y'all, we got to have this conversation. You know what I'm saying? I understand that it's uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that you don't want to do this. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, like, bro, if you are going to have black employees, man, you have to, and I'm on the soapbox again, so I'm going to step off of it as soon as possible. But the thing is, like, man, like, you have to understand your employees, man. I have a whole bunch of Latino employees. I have some Latino employees. I have some black employees. I have some white employees. I try my hardest to connect with them and understand what they're going through, what they're, you know what I'm saying, what happening in their life, how their family is going, and so like that. So the thing is, like, if you're my supervisor, man, and I am concerned about driving because I feel like if I get pulled over, I might die. That might be something you want to talk to me about if you're going to talk to me about my performance. Like, Z, your phone calls ain't been doing this like this. Bro, I'm worried if my son is going to die. I got 2 sons, and these police are killing black men.
Or, I mean, when something happens, when something big like George Floyd happens, or you know what I'm saying, something like that makes the news, man. You need to check on your on the mental health of your black folks. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it's for some of us. I won't say for all of us, but for some of us, it has an effect. It has an effect. There's so many black folks I know. Even when the George Floyd ruling was handed down, how much emotion did you have? Bro, you know what I'm saying? The day of, I was anxious that day.
Like, I was anxious the whole day. And did you cry? Yeah. How many people you knew cried when they got the verdict?
Bro, I'm sure a lot.
Yeah,
I'm sure a lot. So I mean,
it felt weird to me. I was like I don't know if I
don't know how to feel right now. This is the first
thing is I want to celebrate, but this man died. So I don't want to rejoice in this man dying, but I'm happy justice happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I think last year when the George Floyd stuff happened, man, I went to my job. Bro, I'm black at work. I'll be telling people I'm black, bro. This is what it is. And so when the George Floyd stuff happened last year, I went to a meeting with all the supervisors. I said, if you have a black employee today, you need to reach out and check on them. I said, that's what you need to do. You don't need to talk about performance. You don't need to talk about stats. You need to reach out to them and see if they're okay. And I had one of my homegirls, and she's my friend. She said, Z, I'm uncomfortable having that conversation. I said, Amy, you're a supervisor. So what I can advise you to do is either come to me and ask me the questions and I can walk you through the conversation, or I can tell you just to go and see your employee and tell them, hey man, how do you feel? Either way, you're going to have to say something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And bro, when I challenged her that day, and like, bro, I'm on Facebook now, and Amy is like a champion of speaking out for black people right now. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, that's great. You have to have those conversations, and you have to, you can't get comfortable in an uncomfortable conversation if you don't be uncomfortable. You have to get through that before it becomes something you can talk about.
Yeah. Amen, brother.
My bad, bro. This soapbox.
Sorry, Pastor Z.
It's been a few weeks, bro. It's been a few weeks.
It's all right, Pastor Z.
Got stuff on my mind.
All right. I
ain't gonna keep y'all here long today. I just got a word or two.
Oh, all right, man. So we're gonna skip over to our entertainment chop real quick, man. We did have a versus that happened. Your boy Meth,
bro.
Your boy Redman did a little versus, bro. Go ahead, man, because I know you want to talk about it.
I thought it was like an East Coast version of E40 and Too Short, because I felt like they get along. Yeah, like I felt like they get
one of the best. Yeah, that's probably one of the best. You know what I'm saying, examples about that verses.
Yeah, they was, because the crazy thing was, like, E40 and Too Short was singing each other's songs. They was dancing with each other. They was, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like Method Man and Redman are hype men for each other, which is crazy, because the thing is, like, Method Man is in a group with 8 other people. And it's crazy for a man to be in a group with 8 other people to find a better friend in another artist than the person that he made it with. You know what I'm saying? But bro, the energy was amazing through the whole thing. Did you watch it?
So, I told you that I actually watched part of it when it came out, and I went back and rewatched it.
Okay.
So I did check it out, man. And I gotta say, it was definitely one of the more East Coast.
Oh, it was
verses
definitely
out there,
bro.
And I was actually shocked about how many Method Man songs, not Method Man songs, Redman songs that I actually remembered.
Yeah.
But then also there was a whole bunch of songs that I didn't know. I was like, oh.
There was a few Method Man, not Method Man. There was a few Redman songs, and I'm a Redman fan. I've been a Redman fan since the beginning too, though. So I mean, like, time for some, I ain't gonna say beginning, but time for some action when he with K Solo and all of that. So I knew a lot of the Redman songs, but like Method Man, I was verse for verse with the Method Man songs, and then
METHOD,
bro, the features. I was like, when they was like, get lifted, I was like, it's Keith Murray. I was like, oh my God, it's Keith Murray. Keith Murray came out. Then Do It All came from Lords of the Underground. I was a big Lords of the Underground thing, and I didn't know him and Redman was cool like that. Then Redman said my uncle, and DJ Cool came out and did Let Me Clear My Throat. I was like, first of all, DJ Cool is Redman's uncle? Like, what? What?
He was just saying my uncle, like, you know what I'm saying?
No,
hey,
he's like this. No, he said this is my uncle.
That's
this
really
is
his
my
uncle?
Yeah.
That was really his uncle? Though? Oh,
Bro.
I'm tripping in, dude.
Like, let me
My
clear
favorite,
I was
my
like,
favorite part of the
oh.
whole thing was when he put the cape on. That was my favorite part. That was like the perfect.
Bro, that was amazing
Yeah,
too, bro.
that
Their
was
chemistry
perfect.
with each other though is so amazing, man. And like I told you, we I ain't gonna say like I keep on saying like I told you, me and me, Robin, Atan, and Kendall, we met them in Philadelphia at the All-Star game. And when I tell you, bro, when I tell you, I bet you they don't even fuss at people. Like, bro, they was running through the hallways. They was messing with girls. Like, it was like, I was like, these dudes is crazy. Like, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And so, and then, and I'll end it right here. So it was good that Keith Murray came out. I was like, that's amazing. Then K Solo came out. And I was like, oh my God, it's K Solo. I ain't seen K Solo since like 1994. Then EPMD came out. Bro, EPMD to me is like my East Coast version of UGK. So when I seen EPMD, I was, bro.
Yeah, I was pretty hyped when they showed EPMD come out. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, that was a dope part too.
Oh, and then when all the dudes from the Wu came out too, though, when Inspected that, when I was like, they go Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing. I was like, and then RZA did it. I was like, oh, RZA doing his verse is kind of cool. Then Inspector Deck walked out. I was like, oh, shut up, bro. Yeah, I was pretty excited.
Hey, so wait a second. The next verses is actually this Sunday, right? For Mother's Day?
Saturday.
Saturday. I thought it was Sunday. So all right.
Let me make sure.
And that's the Saturday. That's the SWV
and Escape.
Escape one. I could have swore it was Sunday. Are you sure?
Bro, I'm looking right now. Give me a minute. May.
Yeah, I bet you it is.
That's May the 8th.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Saturday.
Yeah, I thought it was Saturday.
Okay. Well. All right, man.
So I mean, with that being said, I know we talked about
more entertainment chop up news. Oh, what's up?
Oh, I'm about to say, I know I'm looking forward to it, man. I've been the last few weeks. I've been listening to a lot of SWV and Escape. Just going into it though, I'm gonna tell you, I
trying to get ready for it.
Yeah, been getting ready for it, but I just think SWV gonna have too many songs. I've been going through their songs, man. They got more songs than Escape.
They got too many.
Agreed.
I think we had
this discussion.
Was it you that said Escape? Oh, Escape, dope. Yeah, I love Escape more than I was like, what?
That was not me. We were over at the house. You asked everybody the question. Okay. That was when we had the barbecue. When we had with the wives, and we had the.
So you didn't say
I was with you
that it was Escape. You was with
my
me.
Wife.
Okay.
You remember my wife was like she was like SWV can't even compete with Escape. You know how my wife is.
That's because she don't like the way that old girl sing. That's all it is. She sounds like a chipmunk.
She don't like Coco, man. But I was like, shoot, Coco be blowing to me.
Riff. I was like, okay.
Yeah, right. Me too. That's my wife. I can't tell her she wrong, but I was like, all right, that's your opinion.
No, yeah, man. I'm definitely giving it to SWV, man. I think they got too many joints. So, all right, man. So we had a couple of shows that actually finally ended. We had, I'm gonna say this, not Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Captain America.
Yes, sir.
Say it with your chest, Captain America, the Black Captain America, and the Winter Soldier. What'd you think about the finale, man? Kind of give it a wrap up, bro. I actually loved it.
Man, you know what? I want to apologize to you right now. Before we even get into the Captain America and the Winter Soldier, you seen the new Marvel commercial with like the Phase 4, like all the movies and everything coming out?
Yes.
So in that commercial, they showed the actual scene in Endgame when Captain America was there, and the dude was like to your left. And I remember when they showed it in the commercial, I was like, oh, that was amazing. Gerald said that last week. And I was like, oh, it was cool. No, Gerald, you were right. That was effing awesome, man. So I apologize to you for downplaying your moment. That was a great moment.
Downplay my moment with Wakanda Forever.
Yep. I apologize. That's all me. Yeah, that's me. That was that. And I like the commercial, I felt it. I remember being in a movie theater and being like, oh. And then when Captain America picked up Thor's thing, I was like, oh, buddy. So, but back to Captain America and the Winter Soldier, bro. That last episode, man, was like everything that it was like the greatest tie up. You know what I'm saying? Like it brought everything together. The Bradley dude, what I said,
Isaiah Bradley,
bro. For him to cry and actually be, you know what I'm saying, be like proud of him. You could see like he Captain America kind of went against what he was saying because he was like, they ain't gonna never have no black man. He was like, bro, I got to do something different. And like for him to see that, man, and the new suit, when I seen the suit, bro, I was like, bro, Wakanda could do anything, man. I'm telling you. So I was all the way in, man. I everything was great. Then the speech he had,
bro. You know, I love the way that Marvel actually is just open to like
addressing race.
We're not gonna just sit back and let these dope topics off, these hard topics out of our just because we are comic book movies. We're gonna hit on these hard topics. And I love that, man, because like to me, one of the things that I took away from it was the old guard versus the new guard kind of theme.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you know how you have the old black guard, like, man, you know what I'm saying? My day, we had different fountains we had to drink out of.
Mm-hmm.
This country ain't never gonna love a black man.
Correct.
And we have to look and say, okay, you know what? I understand that pain. I understand that hurt. I understand this country still has a lot to go. You know what I'm saying? But we got to make some changes here. And one of the things we can do is show, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is who we are. You know what I mean? Our patriotism, we can't have patriotism as black people. We got to just hold it to that standard. You know what I mean? Like, I just thought it was dope the way they tied that in, man.
Bro, I got a quick thing, man. I feel like black people should start holding flags just like white people do. Like if we're gonna let them do them blue streak lines and they do the play, I want to do that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I deserve to be here just like you deserve to be here. And you're not gonna, I feel like, and like I said, it's totally off subject. I feel like when you see white people waving the flags, or the conservative people waving the flags and being like, I'm a patriot and so, like, bro, you don't get to do that, man. We done fought in these wars. We done been here. We're the backbone of this country. You don't get to fly that. And I don't let you wave that flag and then me feel like it's a racist symbol either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just totally.
Please don't turn that into a racist symbol, man.
I think it's already one though.
One of the things that the Trump presidency did. It just kind of.
I believe it's one. But I think
that's terrible.
So the crazy thing, going back to Marvel though, man, like if you ever listened or if you ever seen Stan Lee talk about stuff, he was like, the X-Men is like racism. You know what I'm saying? Like thinking about how the X-Men was, like how they talked about racism, or then if you think about Magneto's story, Magneto and Professor Xavier, how they were in the concentration camps. So like they always said like they touched on it, but it was always symbolism for it's supposed to be like race and you know what I'm saying, your like things like that. So I always thought Marvel did a way better job than that than DC did, because DC really don't even talk about race. It's just like, hey.
They do, but it's not like Marvel. The way that Marvel does it, man. It's Marvel. I tell you what, man. I said it before. Marvel is on their game. Yeah. And when I saw that Phase 4 out, the Phase 4 video where they had like, you know what I'm saying, from Endgame all the way to they were just going through all the Fantastic Four. I was
Did
just
you see
like,
the Fantastic Four at the end, the Fantastic Four?
Was it Fantastic Four?
At the last movie.
No, it was. They had the four. Yes.
I was like, oh.
That's what when I saw it, I thought that was like the Avengers.
I thought it was Avengers.
No, I thought it was Avengers 4. That's when I first saw it, and I had to look back, and I was like, "Oh snap! Oh,
me too.
I forgot they do got the rights now. Man, y'all better make a good Fantastic Four. Come on, and don't be."
Did you hear they said Daredevil gonna be in the next Daredevil from Netflix is gonna be in the next Spider-Man?
Stop it! I heard that they had a whole bunch of people coming in for the Doctor Strange.
Bro, when I tell you I'm excited, when I tell you I'm excited,
but I thought Toby was coming back for Spider-Man.
I heard he was for the last Spider-Man.
Yeah. Man, you know what? I'm gonna try my best not to look at like spoilers. I just want to go in and get entertained.
Yeah.
Marvel take my money. I'm ready to go back to the theater. I don't know about you, bro. I can't remember the last time I actually went to a theater.
I think the last time we went to a theater, we went and saw Bad Boys for Life was the last time we went.
Was that it?
Remember? Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we all went together. We went to
we all went together. Bro, oh my gosh, man. It has been so long since been in the theater with some movie popcorn and just enjoy a flick. Man, another show actually that ended off. Oh my Lord.
Bro,
is Father's Day coming up? I think Father's Day is right after Mother's Day. Bro, probably one of the best fathers ever. Omni-Man from Invincible. Okay, man. So We got to see this. Oh, Lordy, Lord Jesus. Hey, just give me your favorite moment from the actual that episode, man.
From the last episode?
I'm gonna tell you mine. Yeah.
Dude, probably my favorite moment is when the girl came back and was like, "Are you okay?" Like, because you remember she was hot and she was like, "I figured out who you were 2 weeks ago and blah blah blah. I just don't want to see you no more." But then after everybody
when
seeing
they
the
came
stuff on
back and
TV,
actually,
yeah, when everybody seeing the stuff on TV, I think that might have been my favorite part too, because his homeboy who he went to college, who he went to the college with, he was like, when he came to the door and he saw Eve, and he was like, Invincible is dead. And he was like,
his daddy was, you don't
know, do you? And she's like, I know. He was like, oh my God, thank you. I thought I had gave away the secret. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was my favorite scene, but the best scene is maybe not the best scene, but man, when he to Immortal Man, I was like, oh my dude, did he just chop this dude in half?
I thought you was gonna say something else, man.
Dude, he chopped the dude in half, and then when he was beating on Invincible and his teeth flew out, I was like, bro.
Okay. Dude. I got 2 scenes for you, man, that just was like, my mouth was on the floor. The first one was
I already know. I think I know one of
them. The pilot who Invincible saved.
Yeah.
Invincible saved him. Yeah. He was like, oh my gosh, thank you. I didn't think I was gonna make it.
Bro.
Omni-Man was like, Mark.
Was like, no. You saved his life for what?
Bro, I was like, what did he just do?
Bro.
That tripped me out. I was like, yeah, are you kidding me? He just popped this dude's face right there. I was like, man, this is terrible.
Like a grape.
And then the next one was the subway scene. My goodness. Bro, the subway scene.
Oh.
How you going? Man, Omni-Man is like the newest low daddy ever. He's got to be the worst.
When he took his head,
he took his whole
the train.
Bro. Yes.
Bro, when I tell you I was at, bro, so I've been trying to get my wife to watch this with me, and she will not watch it she doesn't like anything superhero. She go to the Marvel movies because we go to the movie and she can eat the movie stuff in it, but she don't watch none of that. So I was like, baby, you gotta watch this. So she's like, see, I'm not watching it. Stop asking. So, bro, I'm watching the face through the subway, and I am in the room like, bro, this is, you know what I'm saying? Dude, it was amazing. It was definitely amazing. And bro. Then the scene where he was talking to his daddy, but they were watching with Cecil and the mama, and he was like, but what about mom? He's like, I see her like a pet.
I was like, oh Jesus.
My God. He said, I see her like a pet. You know how you treat a pet. I was like, bro.
Man, bro. I swear this dude, to me, man, this dude is like Darth Vader mixed with I've never seen anybody like this, man. It just,
you know, who the voice of the dude is, right?
The same dude that played in Spider-Man.
Yeah,
J. Jonah Jameson.
No, his name is J.K. something. The dude who does the Nationwide commercials.
Yeah,
not Nationwide. Nationwide. It's Farmers. We are farmers. Yeah, bro.
Man, when I say, man, I was not expecting half of what happened in that episode, bro. When that subway scene happened, man, I literally paused it because I wasn't knowing what he was doing. I thought he was like just picking him up and gonna throw him through like a subway or something.
He's like, "How will you learn?" When
he literally
I'm gonna make you learn. I was like,
"You're gonna learn this the hard way." I was like, "Did he just Oh my God, bro!" I paused it and I had to rewind it just for a second to make sure I wasn't tripping. I was like, "He did. He literally did."
Bro, when I tell you,
I said, "Oh man."
When I tell you that, man, that was like, and the crazy thing was like, he was like, bro, Z, I watched the show, and it was I watched the show, man, and I don't know why I started watching, but it's called Invincible. You should watch it. I was like, yeah, Gerald, but I had seen the thing. I was like, well, I'm gonna start watching the show. And bro, that might have been the greatest decision I have made. I was like, bro, this was a great decision.
Honestly, man, give it up to Jared. My son actually is the one who put me on to it.
I tell you, your son is amazing. I tell you that all the time. Your son is amazing.
Man,
Uncle Z said he's amazing, and thank you.
He was like, Dad, you got to watch this show. I was like, what is it? He said, just watch it. Trust me, just watch it. Bro, that first episode, I was halfway through the episode. I was like, okay, what this was okay.
Yeah, I did. Halfway, and then the
then
end
all
of the
a
first
sudden,
episode, I was like,
oh God.
What? And so I think too, the crazy thing was like, I feel like, you know how, because we were talking about All American and how the writing is so predictable.
Yeah.
This season, I know you still ain't watched it, but All American has been super hard to watch this year. But the thing about Invincible was like, just when you thought, and I don't want to give away spoilers. If you want to be able to watch it, I want you to go back and watch it, whatever. But man, my thing is like, every time I thought was like, all right, it was like, nope. They'd be like, okay. They'd be like, like, bro. I was like, oh, I was talking to one of my agents today, and I was like, think about this too. The black dude, you remember the black dude who was on the Guards of the Galaxy?
The one who got his powers back?
Bro, he got beat so bad he got his powers back. Because you remember he didn't have powers.
Yeah.
This dude got beat so, bro. It was excellent. Excellent, man.
Oh man. Yeah, I can't say enough about this show. It did get renewed for like season 2 and 3. So
bro, and I, we in them black nerd groups and all that extra stuff. And somebody was like, they read the comic book and it spoiled the show for them. You know what I'm saying? But like, one of the things that I did see often was like, every time he gets beat like that, he gets stronger.
Oh, okay. Well,
if you paid attention, his healing
that's
time,
the one thing I will say.
His healing time kept getting shorter and shorter. Because you remember when his dad beat him and they was like, you've been out for a couple of days. I was like, a couple of days? And his teeth
took him like
his teeth back.
3 weeks when he,
Initially, yeah.
Anyway, I hope they do show something, because I am getting tired of seeing him get beat down like this.
Girl,
like, man, come on.
He was learning. He's new to the superhero game. But you also see too, when he get mad, he could do stuff that he don't understand he could do either.
Yeah. Actually, when he got mad, I thought he was about to put in some work on his pop real quick. When he got mad and was like, "No, you won't," blah blah blah, blah. And his dad was like, "Let me shut this down real quick."
Yeah, he punched his dad. His dad was like,
"That all you got,
bro?"
That's more for you.
So I don't know if you had it, man, but I thought we talked about like, oh no, go ahead, you do your thing, because I already know where you're going. Go ahead.
Oh, nah, I was actually gonna go into because we've been going back and forth about some shows that we've been watching.
That's what I thought. I'm gonna let you do your
thing. I just recently got through Snowfall. There's 4 seasons of Snowfall, and I need you to start watching it, because bro, it's good, and I want to actually bounce it off of you, which you are now in the middle. I think you're right at the end of watching The Wire.
Yeah, I'm in season 4. So I got season 4. I think it's 13 episodes in season 4, and then it's like 8 episodes in season 5. So
okay,
I should be finished with The Wire. Like, we've been watching like 2 episodes of The Wire every night, at least 2. So,
man, all I can say, dude, is since you're in season 4 right now, season 4 was my personal favorite. So I hope that once you get done with it, you be like, oh yes,
and
season
that's what
4. Wow.
That's what I told my wife. I was like, remember, Gerald said this was supposed to be the best season. What I can tell you was, though, you told us 2 was the worst season, and you were definitely on with that one. I was like, and it wasn't like a terrible season. It was just odd.
Seemed out of.
I was like, this is kind of weird, but okay.
Yeah, you got so used to Avon and the Barksdales and Stringer Bell, and you know what I'm saying, like all that, and then all of a sudden it just switched up to the docks,
like the shipyards. I was like,
you know what I'm saying? Do I really care?
And the sun, and the sun taking his pants down like every other episode was weird too. I'm like, bro, are we gonna see this again?
Yeah. So yeah, I think everybody feels that way. Like season 2 was like, okay, all right, like, whatever.
And I'm thinking to myself, like, it'll come back in. But I think what I have noticed from season 2, what I carried over, is like the lieutenant or whoever he was who had the beef with the shipyard dude. Like, to see the way that he would go out the way to prove his point.
Just remember, season 2 everything pretty much comes back in season 4. So just keep watching, and everything will come back into play. But yeah, man, I can't wait to hear your thoughts after you finish season 4, man. But you said up to now, though, what'd you think about season 3? Actually,
I thought season 3 was good. I hated the way it ended. It seemed like it was like, I feel like it was rushed at the ending, like just the way the situation happened with Stringer Bell and then Avon, like back to back. It was like no time between it. You know what I'm saying? I would have liked to see, because I feel like Avon felt like he was the gangster the whole time. And I feel like Stringer, he was like, bro, I've been here with you the whole time. And when he stood up to him and he was like, they got into it, he was like,
Yeah.
And he told him about D. I was like, But it wasn't really no time after that for them to kind of see how that played out. You know what I'm saying? I would have liked to see more of that. I would have liked that would have happened in like the second episode, and then everything play out from there.
All right,
you know
man. So
it's easy to
give me your
nitpick,
favorite.
though.
Give me your favorite character so far in The Wire, man. I'm gonna give you mine.
My favorite character probably is Freeman. I like Freeman. I like Stringer Bell a lot.
You talking about bow-legged Detective Freeman, right?
The old man. Yeah, the old man.
Old man Freeman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I told you. We don't work that way.
He was like super smart, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
messing with his little put his little toys together.
And he helped the white dude Prez figure it out. Because Prez couldn't be in the field, but Freeman gave him a reason to be a good police officer. You know what I'm saying? And he was teaching everybody else too. So to me, my favorite was Freeman. I hate McNulty though. McNulty was terrible the whole all the way through. I hated McNulty and I hated the lieutenant, not Burrell, the dude up under Burrell.
Ross. Oh, the big dude.
No, not the big dude. I don't like him either. He sloppy eats in every episode. But the dude that the big dude reported to.
Crazy. Oh, you talking about the Irishman, the Irish police captain?
Mm-hmm. The Irish.
Yeah.
He was Irish. Yeah.
Man. Bro, when I say you're gonna love the end of season 4. Just keep watching season 4 because I want to say something. And I guess I can't. I don't want to spoil anything for you. But mine, of course, I got to give mine over to Omar. I loved Omar's character, man.
Oh no, bro.
And the other police detective was also my favorite as well too. McNulty's / partner.
Bunk.
Yeah. They don't know about the bunk.
Bro, let me tell you though. So I'm just on the episode where Omar met Marlo.
Mm-hmm.
And Marlo was like, Marlo walked up in there and he was like,
word and kind.
He was like, you gonna take my money? He said, money ain't got no owners. He was like, am I you talking? That ring you got on look mighty nice. He was like, you gonna take my ring? He said, boy, you do it look like I'm the type of person to say something twice? I was like, Omar talk hot, man. He talk hot noise to everybody, bro.
Everybody. Yeah. That's just Omar, man. Oh man, it's crazy. Yeah, I can't wait till we can actually go over the full length of the show, man. All right, man. So we're gonna end this off real quick. I kind of wanted to give you the floor about something that you've been trying to hit me on to, and that's the new Bitcoin craze that's going around. Man, so I still can't get anybody to tell me exactly what is the physical product of Bitcoin.
It's not a physical product. It's a digital. It's like a digital money system. It's like, you remember back in the day, you used to have eCash?
No. I get that.
Okay.
But what is how is it gaining any kind of money value? How do you gauge things value? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand the value that they're gauging on these things. Like, I don't get it. Like, there's no properties that give it value. And I'm just like, wow. Okay. So to me, it feels like one of those, it feels like an expanded Ponzi scheme where.
Nah, it's not like that though.
Because I don't know anybody who's cashed out.
But so here's the thing though. I know so right now the big one is Bitcoin. So right?
Yeah.
So Bitcoin is the big one that everybody talks about, and Bitcoin is like in
30-some thousand in it,
$30,000 a share. You know what I'm saying? And it started just like Dogecoin is right now. Like when people started buying Bitcoin, they were buying Bitcoin for like 10, 15 cents. And a lot of people brought a whole bunch of it and they held on to it for like 20 years. You know what I'm saying?
But do you know anybody who's cashed out of it?
But listen, this is what I'm telling you though. Like, so if you go on a lot of websites now, you can use Bitcoin to purchase stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
So it's a different system, because one of my agents said one of her husband, it was one of my agents said his boyfriend was like big into Bitcoin, and said he had to make weird transactions to be able to use it because it's it's digital money. And you know what I'm saying? It's non-physical. Yes, it's digital currency. So he would have to do something in order to use it. And I haven't got that far yet. I think where we are, I'm gonna say me. I'm not, and a lot of black people like me. And I've seen some white people, so I ain't gonna say black people. I think a lot of people who are like skeptical about stocks and seeing the stuff with GameStop and was like, hey, I just want to jump in here and try to make a little bit of money. This Bitcoin is crazy. I remember when it was super cheap. Now everybody's like, hey, go and get Dogecoin, go and get XRP, Bitcoin Cash. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of different cryptos that you can get. So one of my homeboys was like, bro, just go and buy some Dogecoin. And I was like, all right. And it was like, when I brought it was like 12 cents a share. So I brought 200 shares, right? So as we speak right now, my $12 is like $190. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's not a big amount, man, but I had one of my little cousins, and it's crazy how younger kids are into it. One of my little cousins, she might be 24, 25. She said she brought like 5,000 shares when it was like a nickel.
Oh,
so she has 5,000 shares that done went from $5 to 60 cents. And so one of my homeboys said his son is a sophomore in college, right? Said his son brought Dogecoin some years, I guess, when it was super cheap too. So when it went from like the 5 cents to the quarter, he had enough money to cash it out to go and buy himself a car.
And he did cash it out though.
Said he cashed it out.
He was able to cash it out.
Yep, he cashed it out. So and the thing is too, like it's like a stock too. So like the thing is, so my thing is like, at least on the stock end is like, so if I buy it at 5 cents and I have it right now, it says 60 cents, I could sell it back to Robinhood. I just want to sell it and I could get my money back from it. Now, if I want to use the actual Dogecoin currency, that might be something different. But I'm just my investment and what I could get out, bro. You can see that right now, and you don't even have to worry about how do I actually use it. I brought this thing for 5 cents, and I'm cashing out at 60 cents a share for 5,000 shares, or maybe 2,000. I keep 3,000 just in case it get up to that 30,000 like Bitcoin. And then
if I can get in this 60 cents and it go up to, and if it goes up to 32,000, it's from 60 cents. I'll be happy. I just want to make sure I can cash out and get my money.
Well, that's the thing. That's why you do Robinhood or something like that. So because you can buy and you can sell. So that's the thing. Yeah. Like, so if you would see like, hey, if you get the 75 cents, I'm gonna sell everything I got. You know what I'm saying? And those are the things that you could do, man. And you don't have to worry about using the actual crypto that way. But I think the biggest thing too, though, is like Elon Musk came out 2 weeks ago and was like, Dogecoin is gonna be the next Bitcoin. So I think that's where it initially went from the 12 cents to the 25 cents. And then this week, Mark Cuban was like, this is legit. I'm investing in it. And then it went from the 25 to the 50. So they said it should get up to $1. And once it get up to $1, then they said things might get crazy with it. So I was like, so I've been telling everybody, I'm like, bro, it's 50 cents. Go get $50, buy $50 worth of it, hold on to it. You know what I'm saying? $50, $60. You don't have to do nothing stupid. You don't have to spend $1,000. Just something you comfortable with, like we go to the casino with, and see how we do.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get back on I had Acorn, and then I also had Robinhood, but I don't think I deleted it out. I'm gonna go ahead and get back on Robinhood and try to get into this Dogecoin, whatever it is called. Bro, see if I can get some extra ends rolling around here.
Bro, I got Stash. I have Stash. I have Stash. I have Robinhood, and I have another one called Webull, and then there's another one called Coinbase. Coinbase is good if you're doing like crypto mining. So you know all those friend requests you've been getting on Facebook by the crypto miners or whatever. So what my homeboy said
about crypto?
So what my homeboy do, he said he takes like a certain amount of money and he invested in one crypto, and when it reaches a certain price, he'll pull his money out of that sell it, and then he'll buy another one. And that's what they call crypto mining. And they keep going from this one to that one, this one to that one. And they say people make good money doing that. I don't have the time to sit around and watch that all day, so I can't do it. But I got a homeboy, man, and my homeboy said he makes probably like $100 every day on the stock market. And that, that's nothing mind blowing, man. But you think, you know what I'm saying? You make extra $3,000 a month. I ain't mad at it.
If you can make a good steady source of separate source of income, you know, nowadays that's all the rage.
Yeah.
Shoot, if you want to make a separate source of income, get in your car and get you some Uber Eats or DoorDash and start it up. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, man. So that's pretty much the show for the day. Got anything you want to add on to it, my brother?
Man, I know I told you I wanted to talk about like my favorite series of all times, but man, hopefully we could get into that next week. Hopefully we have a guest.
You want to wait till you finish watching The Wire?
Yeah, I could. My number one and two ain't gonna change. I don't think The Wire's not probably gonna compete with my 1, 2, or 3, honestly. But
okay,
I'll still watch it. But hopefully we have a guest next week, and we can have this conversation with them, and then some other topics too. So we'll hold it until next week.
Yeah, that's dope, man. I'm actually looking forward to it too. So hopefully it'll be. We'll have an extended reach on a conversation next week with a special guest. So hopefully we get it on. All right, man. So been a real one, my brother.
Bro, yep. Man, definitely. So, and I do apologize for us not, you know what I'm saying? I know this is not our job and this is something we like to do for fun, man. But I have got like a number of calls and texts like, bro, what are y'all doing? Like, I ain't seen no new episode. Like, what's going on? Like, bro, life is happening.
I need to get back on it.
Yeah, life is happening. Man. We gonna be back on it soon.
Yeah, definitely, man. We'll try to keep it on at least once a week. And if we can't, we'll definitely keep it moving. Like I said, we gotta record. Z. Come on.
Yeah.
So, all right, man. Well, appreciate y'all. You can catch us on YouTube. Catch us up on any of your podcasts or where you can find any of your podcasts at. Like and subscribe on the YouTube channel. Go to our Facebook page. Chopping it up with G and Z. We appreciate you. Please keep following us. Keep checking up on us, man. We trying to do our thing here. We're trying to do our thing. So, all right, brother, man. I'll holler at you, man.
Yeah. And I'll holler at you too, man. Before I get off here, I did want to say happy 3rd anniversary to my wife. You know what I'm saying? We did 3 years like Tuesday night made 3 years for her. So
yeah,
definitely
May the 4th be with you, brother.
May the 4th be with you. I'm telling you. So that's all I got, man. Thank y'all
for things,
support, man.
Good things. All right, now, man. Peace.
All right, have a good one.